Hey crafty people, welcome to a spooky Halloween altered doll box. I had a ton of fun. I've had this doll box. It's kind of an old-fashioned doll box from like back in the 50s or the 60s, where little girls used to store their doll and the clothes and accessories to their doll in this type of box. And I had bought it at Goodwill quite some time ago, maybe 2 years ago, and it's been in my crafty arsenal of things to alter. So what I did was I spray painted it black because it was like a rusty red kind of color. And I layered this great Halloween paper of a graveyard all on the outside of this box. Super spooky awesomeness. So all the way around is this great graveyard scene. I just love it. Super love it. I have said before, last year was my first year to start doing Halloween, and it's actually Luisa's fault that I did, because she came out with a great paper collection, a digital paper collection that I fell in love with and started enjoying myself. I am not a Halloween person. I don't celebrate Halloween. I have never, up until this year, actually decorated anywhere in my house for Halloween, but I think it's fun, and I don't believe in spooks and goblins and demons and stuff like that. You know, I believe in Jesus, and I love the Lord, but I'm having fun creating for Halloween. With that said, let me show you. The top of the box has this handle, which was also that red color, and I just spray painted it too. So it all matched, and I got these great Apothocary labels. I just got them off of Pinterest, guys. Super easy. And this one is skull dust. So let me see if I can tilt it that way. And there is dust inside there, and there's skulls all throughout the bottle. I just hot glued a bunch of skulls together and put them in there. And then I used some, I don't know, some stuff I got at the dollar store. This is also a dollar store bat up on the top, landing on that test tube. I wrapped it with some twine and added a bone across the front. Of course, layered it on this nifty mossy trim. Then on this side, I have this pretty bottle. I think I picked that up at Joann's. I just, E6000, this cool little, oh gosh, what do you call this? Anyway, you guys know what it is. And I have this awesome spider. I think I got it Walmart. And inside the jar, what I did was I filled it up with clear glue, and I put a drop of red and a drop of blue food coloring in there and colored that up like a purpley color. So that is the outside of the box. Opens like that. And I'll be honest with you, I've already messaged Luisa and told her that I'm quite concerned about shipping this this item. But this is how it looks when it's fully open. And I'm going to bring up a light. That's just going to help me show you better what's inside there. So on this side here, I just have one of the $1.50 Michaels frames. I added this little guy here, and I printed out a haunted house that I found on Pinterest. And let's see. little light. Over on this side, I have it's a changing image. I don't know how to describe it. And there's another one over here. Depends how you look at them. It changes from, let's see. There we go. Let's see if we can get this one to do it. Okay, there she is. Cool. All right, so in here I created some Apothocary jars. This was a really cool, it's round. All of these labels I just got off of Pinterest. Wrapped these in this twine, hot glued that on, added the bones across the top, and then dripped candle wax, glued my skull on there. And I actually dripped my skull, let me show you, and I did the labels the same way, with this Art Anthology gold dust. Let me do it like that. There we go. Now you can see it. And you can get this at Lavish Laces. But you can see little gold twinkles on him and then also on the labels. And I really loved adding that little subtle touch to it. Back in the back, I have another Apothocary jar, and it's got a metal piece and a spider. Let me see if I can, you can kind of see it down there. And then here we've got Zombie Brew, and in the bottom of my Zombie Brew I have some little skulls, some little tiny skulls that are down at the bottom of that. There's a little set of keys right here and a skull on top covered with spider web. Pair of scissors, because every witch needs a pair of scissors. So then over here in this other larger section, we have another one of those changing images there. And here. And lots of spider web. I'm trying to get my little light. There we go. Lots of spider webs. And down here we have another Apothocary jar. See how I'm worried? I mean, this is E6000 down. And yeah, I am worried. This is a metal, just a metal piece I had in my stash, and I layered the witch essence on top, and I used just blue. See, yeah, you can see the blue. Well, there you go. Kind of see that it's blue. Oh, you can see at the bottom. I had this cool little clock, and then I have this little jar. I wish I knew what kind of jar this was. This is one of those that's kind of oval like this, and I guess it's sort of like just a small test tube, but I layered a couple skulls in there and added some green hand lotion. I E6000 these rocks around it. This are just 2 plastic eyeballs that I had in my stash, and sorry for the interruption, guys. I forgot to show you this little key that's hanging from the witch essence. But over here is another one of these test tubes like this one down here. And I added the unfiltered poison label. I have these little skull beads that I put across the front. I layered it on top of this metal piece. And then it sits on top of the eyeball jar. And the eyeball jar is just red hand soap. This one here is just water with food coloring, but these are hand soap. This purple one, and this one actually has bones inside of it. That one's hand soap. This purple one is hand soap. This one is glue with red food coloring, and the green one back there is water with green food coloring. So let's go down into our smaller areas. This is where the little drawer was. Actually, this box over here was the drawer that I pulled out of here. So down here we have another Apothocary jar. It's got a little skull on top. I forgot to mention this paper is, I think it's authentic. This paper on the other side of this cool skull paper, or skeleton paper, is this paper with the fence and the crow, and there's looks like a cemetery. So so we have this little bottle back here, and then we have this one right here that says corpse dust. We have a little slithering snake coming out. This awesome little what do you call this, like lantern. And this is something I've been hoarding for several years, gifted to me by Leonie in our swap. So I really have been saving and hoarding that. I made this little table back here out of this metal piece that was gifted to me by Tracy at Stay True to God. And I used these little beads, you know, they're big beads that I had in my stash. And then I put a skull on each side of that little table. And then I have another, it's a jar. You can see it's got like black stuff at the bottom, and then there's a skull laying inside the jar. So then on this side is more of that paper. I'm trying to get my light to shine in there so you guys can see. And this is actually a it was a Christmas ornament, and it has a mirror on it. And then I just layered this hand on top, so you can see the hand on top, and you can see the hand underneath in the mirror. And the hand's reaching out to grab the key. How cool is that? So, there you go, guys. That is my my altered project for Luisa Diaz. I like it better without the light shining on it. For Luisa Diaz for our swap. I super am in love with this. Luisa, I'm serious. I really thought about wanting to keep this and create something else for you. But I thought, nope, that's not fair. I created this for her. So I'm going to package this up and try to tuck stuffing kind of back behind to safeguard it as much as I can. But even with E6000, when I took this to my work to show my girls, a couple things came loose. So I hope it makes it okay. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a happy, scrappy Halloween crafty time. See you next time.